A dramatic soundscape at the Stadium of Light for what promises to be another very intriguing encounter at the top of the Championship. Sunderland have drawn the last 4, West Brom 7 of the last 8. And there are familiar returning faces around too. Josh Maja, very much the man in form. And Sunderland certainly are here on home turf. And we are all ready to go. Carlos Corberán being linked by some with the vacancy at Leicester, but he has his mind fully on the job here, as does Régis Lebris, who's done quite a wonderful job having taken the reins here at the Stadium of Light. West Brom are possibly, in a sense at least, in terms of how they're going to set up, the team that keeps opposing managers guessing more than anybody else. Not necessarily in terms of formation, but the way they build. Rigg trying to make an inroad. Isidore, he'll get a second chance. And the deflection made it difficult for Palmer, but he was up to the challenge.
Yeah, there was a deflection, but it was just a slight one, and that's lucky for West Brom and Palmer. But he's still in a decent position for the ball to cannon off him. But those midfielders, running off the ball, running from deep into the box, is causing problems. The touch from Mowat very nearly sends it past his goalkeeper, but not enough of a deflection to go down the side of the goalkeeper. Still pretty much at him when it comes Palmer's way.
Pair of eyes firmly fixed on the ball. Johnston wants to try a different route.
That's going to be a fabulous one-on-one battle. Mikey Johnston loves to run with the ball, and Luke O'Nien loves defending.
Fellows. When it could be useful, Maja!
I just wonder whether the ball is slightly behind him. He's not really set. This is a golden opportunity. Slightly losing his footing as well. His left foot, does it maybe go from under him? But Fellows, that's a wonderful cross to pick out Maja, just completely mistimes it.
Oh dear. Well, that certainly pricked up our ears from Palmer. It's Watson. O'Nien making strides into the penalty area again and pointing the way, but it's a beautiful ball to find Roberts instead.
That's what he's trying to do, but he's off balance. Nowhere near the target, but you're right, Palmer's lucky to get away with that. They're pressing Sunderland, defender's goalkeeper. You've got to be so sure with your touch, with your pass, and he just about gets away with it.
This is Rigg. Watson. Different option here. Goes Watson. Well, a real variation on the theme, and West Brom were briefly anxious.
Well, Malumbi goes out to help Fellows, but say the number 8, he doesn't really do anything, doesn't affect the play at all. He just runs and stops, and he's bypassed far too easily.
Nine Isidore just couldn't quite grow enough to get on the end of that.
Yeah, the early ball in was absolutely the right option. Just whip it in behind that defensive line, get defenders backpedaling. He just can't get his studs on it.
Roberts. O'Nien picking up a useful position again. Roberts. Isidore's in there. Watson! Well, the bounce was wicked. The confusion was notable.
Well, he was sharp. He made his move beyond Tom Fellows. Just that the bounce of the ball was unkind. Couldn't quite get there. It really does spin. There's pace on the ball. It bounces high as well. Just look at the bounce on this. So it's over his head, and there's no foul there from the goalkeeper at all. He just can't get to the ball there, Watson.
Bellingham. He's under pressure here. Grant has been really impressive in his application tonight. Patrick Roberts. It's a tremendous run. The cannon might be kind because Rigg has it. 09 in behind! And in! But offside against Isidore. And it's a distinctly marginal decision.
And once again, it's a shot from the edge of the box, which is blocked. It breaks kindly. As that ball is played forward and then it's whipped in, he is slightly ahead of the ball, isn't he? You can see why he's in that position, but he is ahead of the ball as the cross comes in. It's a really good spot. He's just gone slightly too early. It's a tight call, but it looks the right one.
Got to be honest, purely from a commentator's perspective, perhaps grateful that goal didn't stand, because it was very difficult to tell who got the final touch on those initial glances. Rigg's delivery, Watson lurking. Look at the head there from Tom Fellows to deal with it. Mepper. Rigg will go for goal. This is Mayenda, Elise. And the new left side. Combining, and Mayenda will pick it up. It's a chance for Rigg! And it stayed out somehow. Well, West Brom have been so keen to put bodies on the line defensively, and they've done so again.
They've made very few defensive errors, but they make one here. You know, Holgate's just trying to shepherd that ball out. Mayenda does well to keep it alive. It's a fabulous block. Is it Mowat that throws himself in the line of fire?
Rigg. Work by Isidore to find him. Roberts! And that was agonising.
Well, he's always going to take it on his strong left foot, and he does pretty much everything right. He's a whisker away from the far post. They zip it around, they just increase the tempo, get it wide, quality ball in. You know, Roberts just opening up his body, looking to pass it into the far post. And he is not that far away. Is it going to be one of those nights for Sunderland? All the pressure, decent opportunities, just can't stick the ball in.
Mayenda. Neil doing his utmost. Hegem forward, and this could be promising here for West Brom. Swift, fed by Dobbin. Fellows. Oh, and Dobbin with a chance! Oh, heroic by Ballard!
Just the reaction from Ballard to get back and protect the target. I'm not sure the shot is actually on target. He doesn't know that. It's just how quickly he gets back. See, he sprints back towards that post. It probably is drifting wide, but got to appreciate how hard he works to defend the target there.
Well, who knows? There's just that sense that it's there for West Bromwich Albion if they get it right. But here's Rigg. Hume. And yet more defending for West Brom to do. The umpteenth set piece for Sunderland. Plenty of weapons in that penalty area. And Ballard does get there.
To me, it's a real waste. A really deep ball in. Nothing comes of it again.
A flood to the exits has begun amongst the Sunderland supporters below us. And it is yet another draw for these two. Sunderland drawing a blank here at the Stadium of Light, but preserving their unbeaten record. Carlos Corbrand's team have grounded out. A performance of real defensive resilience. Mowat with the odd heroic block to deny Sunderland when they did threaten, but they didn't really seriously threaten, and Alex Palmer distinctly underemployed. But Lewis Dobbin in the second half and Josh Madger had good chances for West Brom to change the picture and turn it into an even better result. But as it is on this meeting of 2 in the top 6, it finishes goalless at the Stadium of Light. Sunderland 0, West Bromwich Albion 0.